Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the National Real Estate Conversations and Role Play. My name is Bernadette Hurley. I'm your host on Thursdays, and I'm so happy to be here. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. But before we jump right into the script, I want to share a little bit about what's happening in my neck of the woods. I'm the resident real estate coach in our group, and I'm launching this year. We've already launched, but we're starting a new day to meet with anybody else who wants to jump on. But we're talking about action coaching. It's something that we started last year, and we are progressing along and moving. And what I want to share with you, this is not an instructional group. This is action-based. We roll up our sleeves. We get into working on your personal business together. We build our annual GPS, our automation for our SOI, our leads. Currently, we're building our own playbooks for our lead gen strategies, and we're rolling those out here shortly. If you know that this is something that you need, if your CRM needs to get into action, we're going to get going again with a new group of people on another day to get going with your personal business. So I'm going to put something here on the chat for you. If you are interested in doing something like that, just jump onto one of my Q&A sessions. I'm doing Q&As all month, every Friday, and would love for you to come on board and see what this is about. So this is... Sorry about that. All right, so that's the link. I'm going to now move over and put something here on the screen. This is the scenario that we're going to be working towards. And Chris, if you can enable screen share since you're the host, that would be great. Okay, so we're just going to move along. The scenario is the average days on the market for a listing appointment that you're about to go on is 58 days. And the seller has told you on the phone prior to you coming in that they really only want to take the listing for 30 days. And so what I want is to find out, what are you going to say? What would you guys say before I put my script in the chat? Does somebody want to role play that as the agent? The scenario is the average days on the market is 58 days, and the seller only wants a 30-day listing. Which one of my amazing friends?
I was going to say, what this is Jenny Lennox, rhymes with spinach. What popped into my head, and I'm just making this up, it's like, okay, so then you are going to price the home 18.5% below the market so that it will sell in 30 days.
Love it. I love it. Somebody want to role play that? I mean, that's a great approach. You know, are you going to match that with your pricing? Because pricing needs to match the days on the market. Somebody want to play that out?
You said it so much nicer than I did.
I know that you sound nice.
What is it about a 30-day listing that's important to you?
You know, my neighbor down the street, she just got burned and she got stuck in a 6-month contract, and that's just not anything I want to do.
So other than getting stuck in a 6-month contract, is there anything that's preventing you from signing a listing with me today?
Well, no, as long as I can get out in 30 days, I'm good. Love it, Deb. You got down to just isolating the problem. Susan, good morning.
Morning. I don't know if I have the proper answer to this, but I would say I would go through the steps of what it takes to what it takes to list your house by the time we get all the documents signed and the marketing going is 2 weeks into the program with open houses. Are you going to have your house available every single day for 30 days, having one open house after another, and people coming through your house for 30 days from 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon until someone makes an offer? And are you willing to negotiate your price? Because if you're not, then it's for naught. Your friend who got stuck in a 6-month contract, unfortunately, may have had the wrong agent. And in a weak moment, you hire a weak agent. So you need somebody that's aggressive and willing to take on the task of getting this sold in 30 days. Are you willing to work with me so that we can get your house sold or under contract within this 30 days?
I think showings are within reason, but I think a good agent should be able to sell it in 30 days, to tell you the truth.
But if houses are sitting on the market more than 57 days, and a lot of them are incorrectly priced, are you willing to make that adjustment?
I'm willing to look at offers for sure, but what I really need is just an aggressive realtor who can get it done in 30.
Let me ask you something. You want your house sold in 30 days. I'm giving you a price on your house of $900,000. I want you to stand in your driveway, look at the house, and tell me, are you going to pay $900,000 for your house and close in 30 days? You're the buyer now.
Good. I would. I love my house.
No, I know that, but I'm saying look at it from a buyer's eyes. It takes 45 days most times to just get a mortgage.
Okay. So are you suggesting that you couldn't sell it in 30 days?
I can get an offer in 30 days. You're probably not going to close in 30 days.
Okay, well, closing in 30 days is not the problem. In more than 30 days is not the problem.
Okay.
I just want to be able to know that I have an offer in 30 days. Is that
since inventory is really low right now, you probably will get an offer within the first week, but it's the closing and the negotiations that will take more time. Are you willing to go that extra step? Because I feel that if I listed, you would have to have more than 30-day listing to go forward, because I need to continue going forward with all the ins and outs of what it takes to sell and close a house.
As long as there's an offer in 30 days, I'm willing to consider listing with you.
That's fine. Then are you willing to sign right now?
I am, but what's your pricing strategy?
In terms of marketing?
Yeah, I mean, are you going to be asking me to reduce my price? Or can we just, whatever the number is, we just stick to that number? Because as long as I'm comfortable with your number, I'm interviewing a couple of different agents to see what their numbers are.
Well, I said that the house is worth $900,000. Will it sell at $900,000? There are no guarantees. Will it sell at above $900,000? There are no guarantees. It's the person that's standing in the driveway with a check in their hand, waving at you, saying, I want to buy your house and I want to have an offer right now. Will you accept my offer? And that's what needs to be done. You need an aggressive agent that's going to negotiate on your behalf.
I see. Okay. Well, if you can get it sold in 30 days at $900,000, then I'm willing to sign today.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. Perfect. Let me send over your listing agreement and let me take a look at what it looks like.
Well, how about I stop by this afternoon?
That works. Now, Susan, just make sure it says 30 days.
It'll say 30 days with a caveat in there that if we do get an offer, the listing will be extended.
Okay, sounds good. I can work with that.
Okay. See what
Awesome.
time is
Thanks
good for you
Susie.
today?
Great job. Great job today on your scripting. Love it.
I didn't have a script. I just
On your role playing. Love it. Jack Smith, what say you? Is that you that has your hand up? No, Valerie.
Good morning.
Hi.
Bernadette, how would you feel about a 24-hour listing?
Ooh, 24-hour listing. I've never heard of that. You can sell my home in 24 hours?
Did I get you, Z? Listen, I have a cancellation guarantee for you. I am confident that you're going to be happy with my work, or you have the option to cancel at any time in a 24-hour period if I can't make you happy. How does that make you feel?
So it's a 24-hour listing that I can cancel at any time, or is this an ongoing listing?
Okay, right. It's an ongoing listing. However, you have the right to cancel at any time, and I will put that in writing for you. So you have no risk with this, and you can, like I said, move along if you aren't happy. We have steps in place and a procedure to get your home sold. We don't guess. We have a plan. So can we work together now?
Okay. Is there a fee?
Is there a fee? When help me out. What exactly do you mean by fee?
Is there a fee if I want to cancel?
No, there's not.
Okay. Wow, you feel really confident, huh?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's talk. Come on over later on this afternoon.
Alrighty.
Bravo.
Sorry, I can't. That's Stephen Gendel.
Steven.
Take his class.
Love it, Stephen. Z, let's hear it from your words, Z.
Okay, so Bernadette, beside that, is there anything else that's stopping you from signing with me today?
Besides the 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
Just price. I'm just looking for an aggressive realtor who can get it done.
Okay, so I have this program, and it's if it's 24 hours free cancellation guarantee, and you can cancel anytime you want. And however, we can sign a 6 months contract, and then, like I said again, you can cancel anytime that you want. How does that sound?
Okay. Is there a fee? Like
No.
you're gonna come all in with your marketing, because I've been evaluating some marketing plans from different agents, and I just really don't want to get locked in.
I completely understand that. No cancellation guarantee, no fees, and yes, I will go all in with my marketing. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Well, let's get this job done and sign on the dotted line. Thank you, Stephen Gundale, for your class.
I love it. It's crazy because all you have to do is just show up big, show up to the point where they're not going to want to cancel. Listen, I opened up the breakout rooms. I think I did. I'm opening up the breakout rooms. Hop into a breakout room and practice that script. It's a great script if you decide that you want to embrace the 24-hour cancellation. Perhaps maybe you're doing something different. I put a script in the chat where we're offering a $1,500 termination, just strictly because I've been burned before by poaching agents who have offered lower discounts on commission. So that's where I put in my termination fee. So that script is in the chat in case that's something you want to embrace. The breakout rooms are open. Take time to role play. If this is your first time coming in, new year, new you, breakout rooms are below. Join a group, listen if you need to, but I'd love it if you engaged and put yourself out there. Jack Smith, are you back with us? No.
Where are these breakout rooms?
It's down below. There's a button down below where probably with the 3 lines where it says breakout.
Oh,
It's fine.
gotcha.
I'm fine.
Gotcha.
All right. Somebody else want to role play? Somebody role play something that is not with a 24-hour cancellation. I love that. And perhaps if you've never taken Stephen Gendell's class, which he comes in and he'll teach that, I believe he does it quarterly. Perhaps if you're not ready to do something like that, because that's going to require you, if you decide to do it, to gather the right paperwork, to put it into the special provisions or somewhere in your listing agreement. Maybe you're not quite ready for that. Maybe you need to create some marketing that comes with you in your listing presentation. But where are you now? Somebody role play that now if you're not offering a 24-hour cancellation.
So I don't call it a 24-hour cancellation, but I have an easy exit guarantee.
Okay, tell me about your easy. Let's role play that, Byron.
Okay.
I'm looking for somebody that doesn't give me a really long listing. You need to be able to sell it in 30 days.
Okay. Tell me what's important about selling it in 30 days, Bernadette.
I'm seeing a whole bunch of people. Their house is sitting on the market in my neighborhood. And to me, that probably means that they're just not working with a good realtor. I'm looking for a good realtor who can get this done and sell it in a shorter time than what my neighbors are doing.
So if I was to offer you our easy exit guarantee, would that give you a higher comfort level in working with us?
It depends. What does that mean? Are you going to be able to sell it in 30 days, first of all?
My question would be, are you prepared to price it properly to get it sold in this market?
Tell me a little bit about what that means.
Well,
you don't think the neighbors are priced properly?
Well, what we find in our experience is almost 90 to higher percent of the time, homes that are sitting on the market, the reason is because they're not priced properly.
Okay. So what do you think my price should be? I mean, my neighbor who has the same house as mine is listed for 900, and they've been on the market for a little bit. So I'm thinking the market's 900. I would like to get 900, but just in a faster time than my neighbor.
Well, what's different about your house from the neighbor's house that's going to make it sell faster if theirs have been sitting on the market for 900 for a while?
I have a new washer. I have a new appliances in my kitchen. Theirs is old. I've changed my appliances in my kitchen.
Okay. And so you think at 900 yours will sell in less than 30 days or at 30 days?
Well, I'm looking for an aggressive agent who can do that, who can sell it in 30 days. Do you think that you can sell it in 30 days for 900?
I know that I can sell it in 30 days, priced properly. Now, let me ask you this. Would you want to get one buyer or would you like to have multiple buyers send offers?
I'd like to get multiple buyers, honestly.
Okay, so that's why we should sit down and talk about our pricing strategy and how we bring multiple buyers to the table to possibly get you closer to that 900 number versus bringing one buyer that's going to be in control of the negotiations.
Okay, I'm willing to talk about that. You think you still think that tactic can bring us multiple buyers in 30 days?
Pricing strategy is the most important tactic to get you the most money in the least amount of time. And that's why we should meet next or tomorrow between 4 or if 5's better, let me know.
Okay. We'll meet tomorrow at 4.
Okay, awesome. I'll send you an email for that invitation and I'll see you tomorrow at 4.
But can you tell me really quick about your guarantee?
Yeah, my easy exit guarantee is, at any point, if we're not doing our job, you can cancel the listing.
Okay. All right. And how long does that take for me to cancel a listing?
I mean, if we're not doing our job, at any point, if we're not doing our job and you come to me and say, hey, you're not doing your job, you haven't got me an offer, then we can go ahead and cancel that listing.
Okay. Come on by.
See you at 4.
See you at 4. Awesome. Now, Byron, have you ever been burned?
No, not yet.
Awesome. Love it. Yeah. I mean, once you're burned, it's hard to recover from that because you're all in with thousands of dollars of marketing.
Yeah. Well, I think you have to be, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I think you have to know if it's priced properly. If they're not willing to price it properly, then you just have to walk away from it, because that's the whole thing. And I think Stephen would say the same thing. Look, if they're not going to agree to your price that you can get it sold at, then hey, well then I'm sorry, we're not a right fit for you, and best of luck.
Awesome. That's what I was hoping that you would say. I was waiting for somebody to recognize that we're at the crossroads and a decision has to be made, where you're packing up and heading out and leaving business at the table. The goal is not to get the listing, right? And I think that when you can wrap your head around that mindset, the goal is to deliver your value and see if it's something that you guys can meet together and work together through.
We're not in the listing business. We're in the get houses sold business.
Absolutely. Love that. Stephen Gendel, here in the flesh. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Bernadette. You nailed it. We're in the relationship and value prop business. So if the person says, can you do it in 30 days at 900, I go back to the question, how are you deciding which agent you're going to hire? And then based on that, I continue the conversation. And then I say, if you want 930 days and I know the home's worth 8, then the cancellation guarantee goes away. Say, fine, I'm taking the cancellation guarantee away, but I want that. Well, then you have to do my price. They go hand in hand. You don't get the right to pick your price if you want that, right? It's a system. We don't tell McDonald's how to make the hamburger. Well, you don't tell me how to get your house sold. That's all I do. That's all Bernadette does. That's all Chris does. That's all Byron does. That's all Vicky does. That's all Z does. We know how to sell houses because all we do is sell houses. That's all Jack Smith does is sell houses. So, you know, it's like don't tell the surgeon how to do the surgery. Like, listen, I love that you want that number. I think it's great. If I get you 14 offers and we list it at 8, then you're going to get 900. But the reality is your home's an $800,000 house. Let's run our system the way it's designed. But I would walk away in a heartbeat if we can't get to that agreement, because I will never get burned. But this is the system we use to get your household. It's system.
Awesome.
It's not a marketing plan. It's a system, right? So, yeah, I'm with you, Bernadette. Like, you walk away because you don't want to get burned.
And honestly, if you did take it because you're in the business of getting listing agreements signed, you can't sleep at night. You toss and turn because there's blame. There's that accountability that you have to perform, and you know that the whole basis of the relationship was unrealistic to begin with.
Right. Like, do you want to start a business relationship on a lie? Like, I'm asking everyone who's listening on this call, do you want to do whatever it takes to get a listing, to lie to your client, to start a professional business relationship on a lie? That's a moral question you should ask yourself. And if that's what you're doing just to get a listing, and I've seen it before, we have bigger issues as an industry, right? Like you just don't want to start a business relationship on a lie. You're playing with people's money.
You are playing with people's money. You owe them the fiduciary of telling them exactly what they need to know. And then being able to walk away if they are still holding on to an unrealistic expectation. So, Stephen, tell us about your boot camp. I see the link in the chat.
We just, we break down all of our systems. So it's a 5-week class. It's every Tuesday for 5 weeks. We do each system. We go in depth. 2 systems the first week, 2 the next, etc. And the last week we put it all together in session 5 with a full role play of how the whole listing presentation goes. So we go really under the hood of every step of our system, how it works, how to present it, what the objections you're going to face. Because here's the funny thing, after doing it this way for almost 20 years, we know exactly what they're going to say before we walk in the door. Like, we can literally, it's almost like mind reading. Like, you know exactly what they're going to say Because even on this call, Bernadette, how many different objections are you going to get? Right? You and Chris have heard every objection possible, right?
Absolutely.
Most of them, short of some weird family situation that you don't know about walking into the house. So other than that, we just break everything down into light chunks. Master these two, then master the next two, then master the next two, and then we'll put it all together in one session for you. So
Love it.
That's the goal. Yep.
Love it. Yeah,
Thank
I don't know if you were on the call a second ago, but there was a few role plays of your 24-hour guarantee.
No, I logged in. I had to log off to take a call and log back in again because I'm in the middle of moving offices. So yeah, that's cool. Love that.
Yeah, you'd be proud. They did you great.
Good.
All right, somebody else. What are your thoughts about being able to walk away from the table? What does that look like? Has anybody walked away from the table? Steve shared and Byron shared a small little script. What's a script where when you just can't bridge the gap that you're wrapping up right then? Susan.
Bernadette, I'd rather disappoint you now than disappoint you later.
I love that.
So good luck to you. It's empowering to be able to walk away. And it's also stunning. It's stunning to them. They're like, what? You don't want to list my house? No.
It is empowering. Susan.
Well, it's not often that I do this, but you're interviewing me for the job as your realtor. I'm also interviewing you as the job as my seller to work for you. And it's not often that I do this, but I just don't think that this is going to be a good match between the both of us. So I'm going to walk away from this listing. I don't take all listings, and this one I feel is not going to be for me, but I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And, if you change your mind on what it is that you're thinking about in a 30-day period, give me a call back. I'm more than happy to work with you on other terms, but right now I just don't feel I'm the one for you.
Love it. I love that you still kept that door open, waiting for them to get realistic. Love that. Thanks for sharing. George, what say you?
Say me, I am not the real estate agent for you today. Best of luck.
Short and sweet. Love it.
Out the door.
Have you had to deliver that?
Oh, yes. I had a situation where she was going to go tell the judge how to handle her short sale. And I said, ma'am, I am not the real estate agent for you, and walked out the door.
Love it. Bravo. Paul. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. I was just going to say what Jack's favorite line is that he learned from you this year. So do you want me to tell you the truth, or do you want me to tell you what you want to hear?
I love it. That works. I'm the agent that's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And we're at the crossroads right now. You're asking me for something that I'm not going to be able to deliver. Going back to what Val says, I'd rather disappoint you now than disappoint you later on. All good stuff, everybody. So much good stuff. All right, so we've got everybody back from the breakout rooms. Before we end our day, our morning together, any ahas from the breakout rooms or shout outs? The shout outs are coming in the chat. Awesome. Well, I enjoyed my first Thursday of the year with you all. Lisa Perlman, are you here? I did not see her. Somebody close us out.
She's not.
Maddie, do you want to close us out, Maddie?
Yes.
Awesome.
You've received inspiration. Now go put in the perspiration.
Thanks, everyone. Slay your day.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Bernadette.
You're welcome. Thanks, Gloria.
Thank you, Bernadette. See you guys soon.
See you
Thanks,
soon.
Bernadette. Happy New Year.